Hey everybody, it's Christine. Welcome back to day 3 of the Magical Memories video series. Today I am paired up with my friend Marcia, and we have got a couple new Disney inspiration layouts for you. So I am going to do a princess layout today, and I'm still working with the Say Cheese collection from Simple Stories, but I'm giving it a little bit of a princess twist. Now, I have cut out a big castle on my Silhouette Cameo, and I am just using my laser square here to go ahead and get it lined up straight where I want it. Now, it's not exactly centered because of the little title part down there at the bottom of the base page, but the laser square is helping me to make sure it is centered in the middle of the page as well as on there straight. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adhere this with a little bit of washi tape right now. And then I am going to go all around the outside and do some paper piercing so that I can add some stitching. Now, you've probably picked up on the fact already that I love to do hand stitching on layouts. And I don't mind if that adds 30 minutes to my process or even longer sometimes, because I just love the look of it. And so if there's a unique way I can add that in, I will definitely be doing that. And, you know, my little quick time-saving tip on that is to watch TV while you do it. I catch up on episodes of House Hunters and those kinds of things while I do it, and that way I'm not just staring at the wall. Or do it in the car when you're traveling. Obviously, you're not driving, but if you're traveling with your spouse or whatever, that's a good way to pass time as well. So as you can see, I'm using just some white embroidery floss here to do the whole castle, and I did the windows, I did all of it. And I was really happy with how it turned out. I wasn't really sure as I started if it was going to be quite what I was envisioning, but it definitely turned out to be what I envisioned and more. So now you'll be able to see right here that I have finished off the stitching, and I am going to add my pictures. When my daughter was just past 3, no, just past 4, I'm sorry, we went to Disneyland, and oh man, that was such a great memory. She just loved the princesses at that age. And so her face and her whole day was just perfect. And so I grabbed a couple of those pictures of her with the princesses to add to this page. And I just cut them down to small squares. They're actually only 2¼ by 2¼ and then matted those with white cardstock. And I'm adding 2 down there at the bottom by the title, and then I'm going to add another one up in the top corner. My design choice for that was based kind of on the castle. I didn't want to completely cover it up, but it didn't need to be the whole focal attention grabber of the whole layout. So now I fussy cut a title, an additional title. I had originally planned on just using the Magical Memories at the bottom, but I knew I needed something down the middle there to help bring everything together. So really I kind of have 2 titles, or a title and a subtitle, or whatever you want to call it. But I fussy cut this out of one of the cut apart pages that comes in the Say Cheese collection, and I just left a little yellow border around a lot of it, and I am just using my Easy Runner with the micro adhesive attachment from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to put that onto my layout. And I like this adhesive runner. I've used it in other videos this week. I like it specifically because it's super thin. It's only 1/8 of an inch wide, so it works great for all your little tiny detail pieces. And you can see that top part I even cut to a banner shape, because it was too small to fussy cut. So that added in another little extra look there. Now I'm going to use a couple of star punches to punch out some stars in that light blue and red and yellow color that you see. And I'm using both a teeny tiny star, and then this next one is a little bit of a bigger one. And I am just creating a big confetti sparkly look all surrounding that title area and creating a diagonal design from the top left hand side to the bottom right hand side of the layout. And I'm going to use a variety of different adhesives to attach these. I am going to use some micro adhesive dots from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and that will help just the little ones to lay on there flat. And I'm also going to use some square foam adhesive squares, sorry, said that twice, from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to pop up some of the bigger stars. Both of these worked great, and they get the job done quickly and easily, and get it on there nice and securely. The stars being popped up also helped to add a little bit of interesting texture to the whole thing there, because otherwise it was a pretty flat layout aside from the thread, of course. So now I am finishing off adding on just a few more of those little stars throughout. Those, they're teeny tiny, so they were a little time consuming to attach, but the micro adhesive dots helped quite a bit. And I'm just creating a big twinkly look, and that is really the bulk of this layout. I'm not doing anything super fancy beyond the stitching. The stitching really made the layout, and then it was just a matter of going back and adding a few little teeny tiny details on. So the last thing I am going to do is just add on some little rhinestone dots, and that is it for today. So thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to visit Marcia's video, and be sure to subscribe and comment today for a chance to win the Say Cheese 3 collection. We'll see you tomorrow.